Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. The FIVE Mad Hatter coming back at you. Got a few things to talk about today. I might have to make a couple videos, but welcome to the channel again. I appreciate everybody that is watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and make sure folks get to see some of the FIVE Mad Hatter's stuff. Oh, by the way, the first part of my intro is also Wesley. I'm the Wesley. As Pete knows me, it's Wesley. As Roy Potter should know me by now. Just introducing myself again to y'all. Anyhow, last night I was at a party. Oh my goodness. 38,000 of my closest friends on the I-5 corridor all showed up to where I work for the great big old party at Amazon, or Amazon's great big old party. They have them 2 times a year. They take over an entire stadium, well, take over the entire football arena where the Seahawks play, CenturyLink. So they were there having some fun, getting stupid, getting fired by Monday because, well, any of them that get in trouble while they're on our campus, they get a copy of the video. There's 755 cameras in that place. 755 cameras. Sorry about the bouncy bounce, going down a bouncy road. Yeah, so, you know, they give them a couple tickets for drinks and then give them a warning that if you get in trouble by us, go to jail, get stupid, jump out of the stands and break your leg because you're not supposed to do that. Yeah, you break your leg and then you lose your job on Monday. I mean, come on, folks. Why else would Amazon have a party at a place that has 755 different cameras? Yeah, thin out the herd, I guess. But that's neither here nor there. I also want to talk a little bit about what's going on in the media. What's going on in our media. I watched a video by Pete yesterday and Roy Potter and American Intelligence Network. If you guys don't watch those folks, go and look them up. Anyhow, they're talking about release the memo. Release all the damn memos. Not just one. Release them all. I mean, come on. I want to know what really happened with JFK, the last great president that we had, that was calling for the transparency of the world, of our country, of our government. You know, I want to see the memo that they're talking about, of course. And I also want to, you know, I just want to say that this transparency has got to come to fruition in our country. These secret societies, the occult, which just means hidden from view. This occult, this hidden from view societies that are attempting to really take over this world. I mean, they're in their death throes right now. They're freaked out because Mr. Trump has done what he's done and is doing what he is doing. Yeah, release that memo. Release that memo that tells us that Hillary Clinton and the DNC paid for a fake dossier written up by some fake Russian spy, which all turned out to be a bunch of crap, and used that to get a FISA warrant. You know what a FISA warrant is? It's a spy warrant that they get to spy on everyday people like you and me. They're probably spying on me right now. Who cares? Who cares? I'm tired of this stuff. I have no secrets. I have nothing to hide from anybody. Oh, and see, I'm bald, so I don't hide that from anybody. I've already wore that hat, so I figured I'd wear this hat. That's a good looking hat. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of black, so you can't really see it. It's one in their Kanga hats. Kind of dark in here. So yeah, I had some fun last night with a whole bunch of people. I stood backstage and made sure people were, getting to their places that they need to get. I mean, the entire Coliseum was taken up last night. Nothing was hidden from those folks. And this FISA warrant thing, it really needs to be brought to fruition. We need to see it. Everyday Joes need to see it. Now, first it has to go through, a special, secrecy committee. We already know what's on it. They just want to make sure that those offenders didn't say anything that might give away our secrecy. Come on. The rest of the world probably already knows it because it's been hacked by somebody. Anything that's on the internet gets hacked. Needless to say, let's see what's in that report, in that memo. Let's see it. Everybody, you need to share these videos of us that are talking about these issues going on, because there's a lot of people out there in my channels and other people's channels that may be able to listen to a different perspective and see a different light. Last night I took a man home after our big party at 1 o'clock in the morning when we all were able to get out of there, and this man, I mean, he's the coolest dude. I mean, he really is. His name's Daryl. I won't give out his last name, but I give Daryl a ride home because it's on my way home, and we're talking, and I'm telling you guys, I mean, this guy, he absolutely hates Trump, or has been hating on Trump. And he says he doesn't hate anybody, but you can hear it in his voice. He hates Trump. He hates some of the stupid stuff he's tweeted out. I don't even follow Twitter. The Twitter is stupid. I mean, a bunch of twits get on Twitter. And in that, President Trump uses it as a way to communicate. I say he just needs to release some YouTube videos and be straight out with us on the YouTube videos. It's just as easy. I mean, I'm doing it. Why can't he do it? He can actually do it with, 4K cameras. Have some amazing videos. He's got people to do stuff for him that way. But he chooses to sit on the toilet in the morning, or whatever he's doing, reading his morning paper and having a cup of coffee, or maybe he doesn't even drink coffee. But he twits out and puts stuff out that upsets people. And, those people that are blasted by the mainstream media, with all the crap, S-holes all the time. That's what upsets folks like my buddy Daryl and other folks. And I feel his pain. I mean, I don't agree with everything that the president twits out. I don't agree with a whole lot of stuff that he's done, but I started teaching Daryl last night. I'm not teaching him, but just telling him some stuff that he doesn't know. He didn't know that the tax plan was for us, that we're getting back money that we should be getting back, that it's been revised and redone in such a way that it's going to help our economy even more so than, what's been going on with, the over 26,000 points in our stock exchange. It's funny. They call it stock exchange because we're cattle. Yeah, that's what we call the stockyards. That's where we keep our cattle, our livestock. I digress. But I'm educating Daryl. I'm bringing him out into the humanity that Trump has. And I showed him, I said, well, what did Obama do with a young Marine? Left him in prison, in a Mexican prison, for months over a wrong turn. And yet Trump brought back 3 fellas that stole stuff while they were in China. He didn't know that. He didn't know about Obama leaving a young Marine down in Mexico in a prison, because they didn't put it on the media as much as they did these 3 boys coming back from China. But then, that whole thing, he goes, yeah, I remember what their dad did. And then I'm bringing out, the fact that that President Trump has done a whole lot of things that are not being put on our media for our country. I told him about the executive order about the trafficking, the human trafficking that President Trump is going after. They don't talk about that on the mainstream media. I haven't seen but maybe a mention of that executive order on the mainstream media. And I challenged him, because it is Challengeary, according to the Koch brothers. Those guys. Anyhow, I challenged him to go look some of this stuff up. That's it. I didn't disagree with him on anything. I said, yeah, man, I agree with you. I don't like some of the stuff he twits out. I think Twitter's for twits. And he just started laughing about that. It's true. I think Twitter's for twits. That's why they call it Twitter. He didn't know about all the executive officers, the CEOs that are stepping down from major corporations. He didn't know a lot of these things because they're not talking about them on the mainstream media. They'd rather talk about assholes. So if you got buddies that absolutely hate President Trump, hate what's going on because of the mainstream media, get them turned on to these channels. Not just mine, but Roy Potter, Pete Santilli, Tracy Beans. Get them turned on to those folks. Get them turned on to the American Intelligence Network. By the way, shout out to you guys. Get them turned on to those things, because that's where I got turned on to a lot of this stuff years ago. But I kept it to myself because I was afraid my buddies like Daryl would think I was a freaking nut. I don't care anymore what they think of me. It's time. It's time to educate and enlighten people. So now that you've seen the shine off of my nose, kind of open this up a little bit more so you can see me. Got a pretty hat. That's a cool hat. It's one of those Andy Cap type hats. Only it's all black. My wife likes it. She said it makes me look cool when I get it on there like that. Yeah, there we go. You like my glasses? I just kind of threw those on this morning. But anyhow, I'm about out of time, folks, and I just want to say until next time, which is probably later today when I decide to make another video. By the way, another shout out to a guy I like to watch. It just absolutely cracks me up. AVE. He's a Canuckistanian from Canada. He likes to say Canuckistan. But go check him out. He can teach you some stuff about the Chinesium, the Chinese made stuff that they send to us to make us think that we're getting a good deal. He tears stuff apart and sees if it will chooch again with those angry pixies from the wall. He's got some interesting and colorful vocabulary. Anyhow, just like he says, and I'm stealing this from you, AVE. Until next time, keep your stick on the ice.